Hey, it's Rick Brandenburg for Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll, and we're going to continue the series again, the Three Stooges, and this time we're going to talk about transitioning from spring to summer. And I'll do one episode now, and Fred Yelverton and Jim Kearns will do two each as we talk about pest management and thoughts and considerations as we move into the summer months. And in the case of insect management, you've really got to think about what kind of a plan do I want to have. First, obviously, you've got to think about which pests, fire ants, mole crickets, fall armyworms, whatever it might be. You've really got to think about that and what plan you'd like to have. Are you going to go with a preventive approach? If you're going to go with a preventive approach, you've really got to think about what's the life cycle? When is the optimal time? And then on top of that, you've got to think about, well, what was this spring like? Was it unusually warm, unusually cool? Was it wet? In the case of mole crickets, if we have a wet spring, we're going to see the eggs hatch early, and you need to really be on top of that. Whereas with a dry spring, the application is going to go out a little bit later because the egg laying and egg hatch is going to be delayed. So determine what kind of an approach, a wait and see and rescue type treatment or a preventive. And if it's preventive, you've really got to know the appropriate timing and what the year looks like as far as early or late. So that's really important. In the case of insects like fire ants, you really need to be on top of that now. Once we get into the hot summer, it's harder to control them. Springtime, they're really active. They're aggressively feeding coming out of the winter time, so it's a great time. So just think about what pest it is. When does it get up and rolling? And for the majority of our pests, they get up and rolling later in the spring and early summer, and you've got to really be ready to be on top of that so your treatments will work really well and you don't get caught off guard. And then as the summer goes on, look at sites like Turf Files, watch my videos, look at on this site, and know when pests are starting to pick up in certain areas so you can be really proactive and be ready to pull the trigger when the time is right. So hope that helps. Jim and Fred will be following up here with 2 parts each, talking to you about transitioning from spring into summer with weed management and also with disease management. Hope that helps. Look forward to talking with you again soon.